Hello, this is Mary from Fives All Around, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to get more reviews, how to dominate on Google, and how to grow your business. So let's jump right in with some facts. 97% of all consumers read reviews before making a buying decision. That's pretty much all of us. 72% of consumers use Google reviews specifically to make a buying decision. So that's not even Yelp or Facebook or anything else. According to a Google statistic, businesses with at least 200 reviews do twice the revenue of businesses with less than 200 reviews. 94% of all consumers admit that a bad review has convinced them to avoid a particular business, service, or product. 58% of all consumers will pay more based on great reviews. That's encouraging. Given two products with similar ratings, consumers are more likely to buy the product with more reviews, even if it's more expensive. Again, encouraging. About half of all consumers feel a small number of reviews with a very high rating could be faked, so they will completely discount a business that has that. And about half of consumers discount a business with no recent reviews. Now, there's a twist of sophistication. Reviews make consumers more comfortable with a business. It helps them to get to know the business before they ever even walk in the door. And 72% of all consumers will give you a review if you ask for it, and I contend if you make it easy for them to do. So let's talk about how Amazon has changed this whole playing field. Which one would you buy? The one on the left with fewer reviews and a lower rating, but less expensive, or the one on the right with a ridiculous amount of reviews with a very high rating, even though it's a little more money? Amazon has taught us a few things. They've taught us to look for the highest rating with the most reviews. They've taught us that the number of reviews matters. Used to be if there were 10 reviews and it was a 5 rating, we'd be like, hey, that's good enough for me. Not anymore. They've taught us to trust the word and opinion of other customers. And they've taught us the importance of seeking out reviews before making almost any type of buying decision, no matter how big or small. Use this to your advantage and take over your competition. Now, online reviews were around long before COVID, but after COVID, it's become an essential part of life. It's now second nature. And when times are tight, when the economy contracts, and there are some difficult decisions for people to make, reviews are what will set your business apart. Are you ready? We're going to find out. Check out this great example. This could be any city in the country. It could be any product or service. In Dallas, about 30,000 people search Google every month for a dentist. In January of 2021, it was over 57,000 people searching for a dentist. If your business has a Google listing, which I'm sure it does, Google is loaded with potential customers that are looking for what you offer right now. That's called a customer in heat who needs it to make a buying decision right now. But will they pick you? Or will they even see your listing, depending on if your reviews are anemic? When someone does a Google search, the map pack comes up, Google's map pack, and it shows some listings. Notice that there's an area for them to click that says View All. When they click that View All button, it shows them even more listings. There's plenty of customers out there, but there's plenty of businesses vying for those customers. How do you set yourself apart? Your numbers set you apart. Your numbers are the number of stars plus the number of reviews. It's that simple. Better numbers equal better business for you. But what are your numbers? You know, there's a little joke that people like to talk about that says, where do you hide a dead body? Page 2 of Google results, because ain't nobody goes to page 2. And we all know it. Google makes it very easy for customers to pick. If you look at the list on the left, those are the dentists in Dallas that have good reviews and a high number of reviews. If you look at the ones on the right, they're all just a few blocks away from the ones on the left, but they have anemic reviews, both in rating as well as in number of reviews. Which one are you going to go to? I think I'll go to the 3.1 dentist. He'll probably be fine. Nobody makes that decision. Let's be honest. There is no question. Every single day, people are searching on Google looking for a business just like yours. The question is, will they pick you or will they pick your competition? Now, there's another thing that we offer, which is we can help you mitigate reviews that are a 1, 2, or a 3 rating. We can set up our back office to allow a form to pop up that asks the person for feedback instead, and then it sends you the information and you can reply. This will help the business owner to at least have a chance at turning a negative experience into a positive one before it becomes a negative review that's out there for all time. Look at this review. Maybe it could have been fixed if they had such a service. First of all, this review was written by a local guide. Local guide reviews count higher and are shown more often because they are local guides, which is an arrangement that that person has with Google to review things in their area. Also, what's scary is that this review has already been liked by 5 people. That means that person read that review and said, yep, I agree with that. And that doesn't help things. So our software makes it easy for your customers to give you reviews and for you to be sure that those reviews are going exactly where you want them to your listing. Remember what we said earlier, 72% of customers will do a review if you ask them, and of course, if you make it easy for them. And our software does make it easy for them. Let's talk about the different ways that that can be. First, you can go into our back office and enter people into our kiosk mode. So you would put in their name and their email address, or their name and their phone number, and then it would send them a link that would bring them to a screen with your logo and your information, and it would help them be able to leave you a review right away, very quickly. You know it's going to your listing. The next best way is we will give you a link and a QR code. You can email that link out to people. Let's say you do a newsletter or some kind of a promotional letter every now and then, or warn people about sales or things like that. You can include the link and say, please give us a review. Again, they click that link. It takes them right to your listing, so you're being sure that you are getting those reviews. Also, we can give you a QR code that you can put in one of those plastic frames, that cash wrap that says, please give us a review. And I've just gotten my favorite haircut ever, and I've just had the most delicious meal, or my nails are looking fabulous, or I bought the sweatshirt that will change my life forever and the world's perfect jeans. I can just shoot that with my phone. Boom, it takes me right to your listing so I can leave you a review. This last one is really great as well, but you do need a Zapier paid account in order to do it. So if you use Square or one of the other jazzy new point of sales systems, and you retain customer information in that system, we can do an API, which is just an electronic software bridge between your software and our software, so that every time a transaction occurs on your software, that customer will get either a text or an email, whichever it is that you prefer. So that's fancy and jazzy, but you do need a paid Zapier account for that. The first 2 options completely included in our monthly price. So it boils down to this. For far less than you would spend on a monthly ad that would reach far fewer people and for a much shorter time frame, you can spend your tax-deductible marketing dollars on getting the reviews you deserve, dominating Google, and nabbing some of those 30,000 plus buyers in heat who are searching on Google every month for a business just like yours. It will be the best money you spend ever on your business. I hope you continue to talk with us and learn about the even more options that we have to help you grow your business through the power of online reviews.